Welcome to the weekend edition of the Starcraft 2 review for Friday, January 26, 2011. What is up, everyone? JP here, and this is the SC2 review with a little bit different microphone. The Eddie mic was just causing too many problems today, so I'm using my Sennheiser PC350 headset, and hopefully the audio quality is a little bit better. So let's get started here. The SC2 review weekend edition. It has a ton of stuff to go through, as StarCraft 2 is very happening on the weekend. Of course, you can't really start the weekend unless you're watching the GSL Code S Grand Finals tonight. I cannot wait for those. They kick off, I believe, for me at 1:30 a.m. Central. You can check Team Liquid for your local time. And that, of course, is going to have Marine King Prime against I'm MVP. And personally, I'm going to go with MVP taking that 4-1. But I'm a little bit worried about that prediction. Marine King can play very well and play very aggressive and sometimes sneak a win out. So regardless, it's going to be a very, very exciting series and definitely one for the history books. Check that out. Of course, I don't have to tell you that because you're going to already. And I have been researching a little bit more, and this was actually through a tip-off from Jordan from the SC2 review tip line, or tip email, really. And this is the Zotac Team Invitational Season 2. And right now, the final standings have actually, for the group stages, are actually over. We had StarTale coming in 6-2, Zenix 5-3, Slayers 5-3, TSL 4-4, OGS Team Liquid 4-4, FOU is 4-4, MVP is 3-5, Prime is 3-5, and Incredible Miracle is 2-6, which kind of worries me going into the GSTL. I'm not sure if that was just through penalties or how they ended up getting dead last. But regardless, that means that the semifinal playoffs are actually happening right now. I believe they kicked off last night with StarTel against TSL and Zenix against Slayers, and we have some results for you. In StarTel versus TSL, we had TSL Smart taking out Jelizerg, then taking out Virus right after that from StarTel. But then he lost to Bomber, who took out Alive right after that, and then ended up losing to Fruit Dealer. And Ashby Dam, Squirtle came back for TSL, taking out Fruit Dealer, and then Clyde in the 7th game to seal the victory 4-3 for StarTale. And in the other game, we had Zenix versus Slayers. Puzzle from Zenix lost in the first match against Majinka. And after that, Björn, a.k.a. Bleach, I hope I pronounced that correctly, went on a rampage, taking out Majinka, Ryun, Frozen, and SC Chapsin something or other. I can't pronounce that, so I'm not even going to try butchering it. But that means that he sealed the victory 4-1 for Zenix. So that means Zenix against StarTale in the finals, which will be happening on Monday the 31st at 3 a.m. With the live stream on GOM TV. Check that description for the link, and definitely do not miss those matches. That's going to be great. And again, thanks to Jordan for submitting that. So always getting more information on here. Now, of course, last night the Day 9 Daily did happen, and it featured a crazy game from that crazy Canadian friend of ours, Kiwi Cocky, against the hilariously named X-Lord. You can find the Blip TV VOD in the description. I have not watched that yet, but I do plan to do so, so you should do the same. The Gosu Coaching Premier League, not Player League, I was mispronouncing that, happened last night with EG versus Empire. And they ended up coming out on top. EG did with a 3-1 victory. In Control being the one to lose against Koss. And Tyler told me that Liquid Tyler told me that In Control just had too many upgrades going on at once, getting double forge as well as charge, and that's pretty much what lost them the game. So don't quote me on that. That was Tyler's words. Tyler, don't get mad at me for telling everyone what you told me. Tomorrow, though, I'll be casting at 1 p.m. Central, Root vs. Dignitas, which should be very exciting. My co-caster will be the Clown, Bop, and Terran Greytorp. I'm looking forward to that. We're going to have Drewby against Killer, QXC against Select, DD Door against Zhou, and last but not least, an epic PvP, Kiwikagi versus Naniwa. So tune in for that. On Sunday, the league wraps up with this stage with Fnatic MSI against Mouse Sports. For more information, you can check gosucoaching.com for that. Moving on. TLO played QXC last night for an impromptu show match, but it was called early due to lag, so go check that out. I believe you can find the VODs on the Ustream page of Liquid TLO, which will be in the description of this video. People were saying on Team Liquid that it was 3-1, but I had Joshy tell me that it was called earlier due to lag or something like that. So I'll try to get an update on that for you guys on Monday. The EU Craft Cup number 28 is currently live right now. I'll have results for that on Monday. If you're catching the SC2 review early enough, you can tune into that. I'll have the link in the description of this video. And the Black Dragon League continues on today with Night End against Amaga. And Strelak versus Cast, those matches are also currently live. Check the website later if you missed them for the VODs, or if you catch this early enough, you can tune in as well. We'll have the link in the description for you guys alongside everything else here in this video. Tonight at 6 Central, Complexity Gaming's weekly show match, The V, has Tyler, who took out Drewby last week for $100, up against the Land Virgin Chef for another $100. You can tune into that PVZ with Ask Joshy casting tonight at 6 Central, so don't miss that. The TeamSpeak TL SC2 Open number 12, also known as the TSL 3 Qualifier number 4, will be happening tomorrow, Saturday, with check-in opening bright and early at 8 a.m. Central. The tournament starting about an hour later. I believe Wheat will be casting that later on, but Chill's not going to be there, and I'm not sure they have co-casting with him. But you can check the link below for more information. It's a 1,024 single elim tournament, so sign up for that. Regardless of skill level, it's just fun to play in tournaments like that. The Starcraft Charity Events Tournament will be going live at 11 a.m. Saturday and continues on till Sunday, beginning again at 11 a.m. I think I'm playing in this or casting in this. I don't really know what my role is going to be. But regardless, it's for charity. All the money will be donated to UNICEF, and there's going to be a ton of big names there, casters and players alike. Definitely check that out. You can find the stream at ragequit.tv, and more information in the description below. At 2 Central on Saturday, the U.S. Craft Cup number 21 will be taking place. It's a 1,024 open tournament, so go sign up for that. I love all these open tournaments. Good job to those tournament organizers for getting all of those set up. Go for SC2 number 77 starts 7 a.m. Central on Sunday. Sign up in the post below, and that is I'm not sure how big that tournament is, but the National ESL Go for SC2 monthly finals will go live at 7 p.m. Central Sunday night for $200 for first place. You can find more information about that over at teamliquid.net. The Zotac Starcraft 2 Cup number 41 begins 10 minutes actually after the Go for SC2 tomorrow, and it has €100 first place. You can find that or find more information about that at sc2.cups.gamesports.net. That is a lot of dots. Hopefully you got that. If not, check the description. The Gosu Coaching Players League Week 3 will end up wrapping up. I think I already said this, so I'm going to skip that. But also happening on Sunday, the Giant Bomb Community Tournament will be happening Sunday around 1:30 Central. You can go to Giant Bomb to find more about that. But Giant Bomb is one of those probably the best general video gaming site out there. They feature Jeff, Ryan, Vinny, and Brad. And Brad actually did the GSL, or no, it was the OGS house tour as well as the GSL Finals number 3, I think, video. Those are great vids. If you haven't seen those, just go to giantbomb.com and do a search for them. Great website, and that should be a great tournament. I'm going to try to actually cast some of those games if they let me. Now, general news, we have Cruncher, who was last week's TL Open winner on Saturday, has joined up with Complexity Gaming. He is the 10th member to join. You can check out the full press release over at complexitygaming.com. And also in new team news, Todd has joined the European team Millennium, and he joins a very, very impressive roster with names like Adele Scott, also known as Adele, I think he renamed to that, Tarson, and Stefano. You can find more news about that over on Millennium's website. John the Translator, also known as John Park as his real name. I didn't actually know it was that. But he's been interviewed by Phantom, and it's a pretty good one. Check the description for that link and definitely check out that video. And I've actually met JP before at this year's BlizzCon, and he is definitely an awesome guy. Really nice guy. Speaks pretty good English as well, as you probably noticed in the GSL interviews. But I feel really sorry for him because Nick and Dan just give him such a hard time, and it never ends. So, John, JP's, we're gonna get together and we're gonna fight back against the Tasteosis that is Nick and Dan. Friday Night Fights, hosted by myself, begins tonight at 8 p.m. Central. Shameless plug time. The stream link will be down below. You can come and join. Myself and Wheat might be stopping by. We're going to be playing the new 3 UMS maps that Blizzard released earlier this week: Ire Chef, Left to Die, and Star Jeweled. So that should be a good time. And also, State of the Game is back. Just again, a friendly reminder. We'll be going live 10:30 p.m. Central on Tuesday night with myself, Tyler, In Control, Day9, and a guest. Not sure who it's going to be yet. Still have not confirmed. Probably should do that later today. If you have a tip for the SC2 review, you can submit it to sc2review@gmail.com. Please put the date in the subject. Please, please, please do that, guys. It helps me so much when it comes to organizing things. And thank you so much for people who have already submitted to that email, and I've already actually added some of your stuff into today's SC2 review. Thanks again for tuning in. You can find me on Twitter at twitter.com/itmejp, and we'll see you guys on Monday. This has been the SC2 review weekend edition for Friday, January 28th.